was listening to a parent over lunch table. She said, my child, her girl was primary 3. They were split into groups of 10, and they are asked to perform 3 little pigs next week. And the 10 little kids are left on their own to design what to play and how to play. So the kids began to discuss. 5 roles, 3 pigs, the mother and the wolf. So there are 10 people. There's simply not enough roles to create 2 dogs. And then they decided to have 2 dogs, and then decided to select who is doing what, and decided on the roles, and they tested roles. One of the dogs couldn't bark, and they actually dismissed him and turned to somebody else, and so on and so forth, right? When I listened, I said, this is marvelous. This is marvelous. It's teamwork, it's creativity, it's resolution, resource allocation, dispute settlement, it's crisis management, decision making, right? It's all in that process. If in each week, each month, that one child has that kind of experience, in 12 years of primary and secondary schooling, the child will have 300-something such experiences. And when they come to university, it will be a very different human being. Because otherwise, they don't have that experience, and they don't have that learning, and they don't have that capacity. Simple. Right? And it's not about resources. It's not about letting go the learning process and return the learning process to the students. Another example, you may like it. This is the headquarters of Hong Kong Bank in Hong Kong. Once I was asked to talk to potential parents for a secondary school which is devoted to visual arts and sports. And my job was to tell the parents that don't worry. They will do well in universities. So I bring in a whole panel of 5 students who graduated from university but were former students of that school. One student was in visual arts. He said, in visual arts, I learned group work. I learned to accept criticism. I learned how to diplomatically criticize other people or bluntly criticize other people. I learned discipline because we have group work. Once you are late, the whole thing is spoiled. I learned how to express myself. I learned how to be empathetic with other people, and so on and so forth. Therefore, my work in the bank is seen to be very good. People said, it must be your learning in arts that have trained you into this personality. Drama. I work a lot with the drama educators in Hong Kong. It's not just a performance. It's not even only as the language arts. It is a part of culture and humanity. It's the only place where students can learn emotions, ethics, dilemmas, and face decisions. Because in Chinese communities, students are only asked to do what is right and never asked to face anything that is wrong. They are never asked to face dilemmas. So when they're in society, they're innocent or ignorant, okay? And so on. Okay, this will be very quick. My interpretation. We used to have subjects as the curriculum. So students have subjects and subjects and subjects and subjects. It's only when you have time, you have something called extracurricular activity. It's extra. Now it is quite different. It's quite different. It's quite how to surround the students, embrace them with all kinds of learning experiences, holistically, so that they live in life, not living in subjects. Life in education, there's something called study, and I think this is core. In my lifetime, and perhaps in your lifetime, who was much younger, this will still be the core. I can't imagine a day when schools can get rid of study. Otherwise, they don't have schools. But there are other activities that are equally important because each of them is a learning experience. And you think of this learning experience, you don't give them, they don't have it. When you go to work, it's too late. Right? But nonetheless, in reality, a lot of schools, particularly in our parts of the world, is basically about academic study. And try to inflate this academic study to occupy students' time. Or turn it the other way around, we try to emphasize academic study as if it was the only part of learning. Right? Both are wrong. Our students' lives, very precious learning lives, are distorted to a very, very gross extent, not just marginally distorted. It's a fundamentally different life they deserve. Hence, after school is not extra, it's not remedial, repaying, not replying, repaying students' debts we owe. And the debt is huge. The debt is huge.